Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video. If this is your first time here, my name is Remi, aka theohsospontaneous. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you've been here before, how you doing, girl? I just really want to let you know, like you're a real one, okay? You're the reason why I'm still uploading videos. Like, I just really appreciate you. And yeah, you guys know I ramble a lot, okay? Like, just accept me, just take me as I am, okay? As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be 7 tips on how to grow lashes, long natural hair, okay? So I've been doing this whole natural thing for pretty much about 19 plus years. If you guys want me to give you like my full natural hair story, feel free to leave a comment so I can talk about all my natural hair experiences throughout my entire life. But yeah, I've been doing this natural thing for 19 plus years, and trust me, like, I'm the one to come to if you need information, okay? So you did good by clicking this video, because girl, you have come to the right place and I am not gonna lead you astray, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first on growing long natural hair. This is the most important thing ever, okay? Like, this, if you don't take anything from this video, take this. Do not compare your hair to anybody else's hair, okay? I mean, if you're watching this video and your name is Tom, Dick or Harry, great, hi, nice to meet you, Tom, Dick or Harry. But if you're watching this video and your name is not Tom, your name is not Dick, your name is not Harry, you have no business comparing your hair to Tom, Dick or Harry's hair, okay? Mind your own. Everybody's hair type is different, okay? Personally, I have a sister. My sister's hair type and my hair type completely different, and we're from the same gene pool. You'd expect that we'd have a similar hair type, but we don't, okay? God is not a master of mistakes, okay? God knows exactly what he's doing, and he knew exactly what he was doing when he gave you your hair type. So the best thing for you to be doing, instead of comparing your hair type to other people, focus on understanding your own hair. Your hair is different and you need to learn how to control your own hair, okay? It's your crown, okay? Like, you have to learn how to control it the best way you can control it, and not necessarily look at what anyone else is doing. You get me? So basically, tip number 1, don't compare your hair type or hair texture to anyone else's, okay? Because your hair is unique, okay? God did not make a mistake when he made you a baby girl, okay? You special, okay? He had a reason for putting you on this earth. But this is not the purpose of this video, but we'll get into that another time. But yes, first things first, do not compare your hair type to anybody else's hair type, because why? Second thing, frequent moisture. I speak to a lot of natural hair people. I speak to lots of people with natural hair, and I found that majority of people still don't even agree with me. But honestly, this has worked for me, especially in the past 5 years where I've been trying to have healthy natural hair. And frequent moisture, moisture is your friend. And when I say frequent moisture, I don't mean moisturizers that they sell in the shops, all those Dark and Lovelies, Blue Magic, no. When I say moisture, I mean the OG of moisture, like the road dog of moisture, like the big daddy of moisture, water. However you're going to get this water on your hair, if it's through frequent washing, if you're washing your hair once a week. I spray my hair every single night without fail. Sometimes I spray my hair in the morning if I feel like my hair is feeling a little bit crusty, feeling a little bit dry. But like, when I say frequent moisture, I mean your hair should be moisturized with water every so often. Some people don't like to spray their hair in between the weeks of their washing because specific styles that they might have look better stretched. I personally have learned to embrace my shrinkage, so I don't really care if my hair shrinks really. But frequent moisture, guys, frequent moisturization is the key, okay? Okay, you don't need to clap with me, but like, yeah, frequent moisturization. Make sure your hair is always moisturized with this. I have a spray bottle on hand, which makes it much easier for me. Some people like to add essential oils to their spray bottles. I used to do that before, but then it started getting annoying because the oils would clog up the straw in my spray bottle. So I just water is the person that I'm involved in, okay? So I just keep it clean. I just keep it nice and clean with water in my spray bottle, and that has greatly helped me to see an improvement in the length of my hair. And I am pretty sure, at least just humor me, okay? Just try it and then let me know how it goes. But I'm pretty sure it is a key to growing long natural hair. You see me? Another thing, clean scalp. Read my lips. Clean scalp. So let me explain this one a bit. So the purpose of washing your hair, so we've already talked about frequent moisture. Okay, we need to make sure moisture is getting on our scalp, because you know your scalp can get a little dry and thirsty, and you just need that moisture to just get into your scalp and just, you know, fortify your hair and just let your hair know that, you know, they're still getting love and, you know, they're still cared for, really. So now comes in clean scalp. So if you wash your hair every so often, so let's say you wash your hair every week, for instance, I don't advise that you pile on products onto your already clean hair, because the purpose of washing your hair is to get your scalp free from all the dirt that's already in the environment, because you know the world we're living now is highly polluted. So imagine all the dirt that comes on your hair from through your daily experiences, then piling on products again. Your hair is barely getting any moisture or any air. So the best thing for you to try to do is make sure you limit your product use to little to minimal products. Okay, I know there are certain styles that require lots of gels and creams to manipulate your hair. That's completely fine, but what I tend to do when I tend to do those styles that require like a lot of gels and creams, I try to make sure I keep on those gels and creams for as little time as possible, and just make sure I wash it out of my hair after like a week or so. And in between that week, I make sure I keep pumping up my hair with the spray bottle, as I said, with the frequent moisturization tip. So overall, try to keep your scalp as clean as possible, just so air is getting into the scalp, and making sure that, you know, because obviously if you think about it, you know, the air and the water is essential for the hair to continue to grow. So you just need to make sure that the place that the air and the moisture would get into is free. Okay, like we don't want any traffic there. Like, you know, those pores need to be open, or at least relatively open enough for things to get into them, because if they're blocked, like, nothing is going to happen, and then the hair isn't going to grow. So make sure your scalp is clean, well, as clean as possible. Okay, so my third tip, or my fourth tip, I've lost track of counting, is routine / patience. I speak to so many of my friends that have started their natural hair journeys. Like, a key thing in a lot of people is that they lack patience, and also lack the, you know, the diligence to have an actual hair routine. And that's one thing I would say has definitely helped me to see the amount of length I've seen to my hair growth. So initially, I must say, when I first started, I was like, oh yes, okay, now my hair needs to grow in X amount of time, and by 2017 I need to have waist length hair, and my hair needs to be sweeping the whole floor, and like, I'm just going to keep the whole of London clean with my hair. But like, realistically, first of all, you have other things if you have other things that you're dealing with in life, like your hair becomes the least of your problems. Like, there's just so many things going on in life where your hair becomes the least of your problems, basically. So honestly, I will say with this tip, it's very essential, especially because you need to just understand that your hair grows at a different rate than other people's hair. So like the first point said, you know, your hair texture is different from others. So as you can understand, some people's hair grows faster than others, and you know, if you know Tom's hair is growing faster than your hair, that's not for you to think that your hair isn't ever going to grow. It might take Tom 6 months to grow his hair, and it might take you 2 years. You just have to learn to be patient, because that's simply the way your hair is. That's simply the way Tom's hair is, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. So honestly, one thing I advise to a lot of natural hair people, especially if you want to see long-term growth of your hair and long-term healthiness as well, develop a routine. Okay, so if you want to wash your hair every week, or you want to wash your hair every midweek, or you want to wash your hair every 2 weeks, as long as you have a routine and you stick to that routine, coupled with the other tips that I've already given and the next couple of tips I will give, trust me, your hair will grow, and it will grow. You just have to understand that your hair isn't going to grow overnight, so you just need to be patient. Just believe in your routine. Especially if you've done your research to get that routine, believe in the routine, and just trust that routine is going to work, because I promise you it will work. Okay, just, you know, calm down, honey. Okay, just calm down. Okay. Some people don't agree with this tip. I personally, because I have used it and it has worked for me, I will recommend it to other people as well, because it worked for me. And the tip is protective styling. So most of the time my hair is usually up in braids, up in twists, under a wig, in some braids. I haven't done braids in a long time though, but like, yeah, you get my drift basically. So, and I think the reason why this has helped my hair to grow longer and healthier is the fact that I'm not in my hair a lot. So typically the hair type I have, as you can tell, is very kinky, very curly. I don't have like smooth waves. Like, I'm not Caucasian, I'm an African girl, okay? And our hair typically doesn't grow smooth and wavy, whereas where like, you know, you can easily just get into your hair and take out any tangles. It's a full-time job to take out tangles from my hair and deal with my single strand knots. And dealing with all that then goes ahead to kind of weaken your hair strands. So what I try to do in between, like, you know, my various hairstyles and just in my life basically, I try to make sure my hair is always in some sort of protective style. So usually I never leave my hair out like this. Obviously if I'm going out, yes, but then when I'm back home, my hair will be in 4 twists and it's left alone. 4 twists will just ensure that even when I spray my hair, this water can get into the different sections, and you know, I'm still making sure that I'm still frequently moisturizing my hair and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend try and look into ways that you can protectively style your hair, because it definitely helps with making sure that you're not always in your hair and adding extra tension to your hair, which can then lead to breakage as well. So really I would say I do this tip just to kind of reduce the amount of breakage I get, and it has been very successful for me. Second to the last point, detangling. So this one, it's really not a one size fits all. Some people are able to get away with detangling their hair dry, some people when it's wet. But honestly, because I tried both, I would definitely recommend you should detangle your hair only when it's wet. My mom always looks at me every time and she's like, what is wrong with you? Because I don't comb my hair unless my hair is soaked in conditioner or drenched in water. And the reason for this is the fact that when your hair is wet, your hair is more pliable and your hair is able to withstand more of the tension that comes from the comb, as opposed to when your hair is dry and filled with all the tangles in between the in between the length of your hair. As you can imagine, you're pulling a dry comb through it and it's just breaking free those tangles, and many of those tangles are still attached to like the strands of your hair. So you're dragging the tangle, you're dragging your hair, you're just pulling off all your hair basically. So honestly, I recommend detangle your hair only when it's wet. Now when it's wet, you can decide to use a comb, a Denman brush, or you could use your fingers if you don't got time for, you know, any of those tools. I've noticed that sometimes when I don't use the tools, it reduces the amount of breakage that I have. But I prefer to get the tangles mostly out of my hair because it just makes life much easier for me. Because sometimes when I have tangles in my hair is like unbearable, and I just question my life sometimes. So yeah, I prefer to comb my hair. But whatever works for you, but just make sure when you detangle your hair when it's wet to reduce breakage, and in turn make you have longer hair and healthier hair as well. So the last tip, this one, personal preference. Some people are able to get away with it, but honestly, first of all, to be honest, I don't care anymore. And the tip basically is heat protection. I personally don't apply heat to my hair. Like, I'm not saying not at all, but like I limit the amount of heat that I apply to my hair. Reason being because I have very tangly hair, and like I have so many single strand knots and things like that. And honestly, like it really hurts my heart to see my hair on the floor when I'm detangling it and when I'm blow drying it or when I'm like straightening it and stuff like that. So I try to limit it as much as possible. And at this point now, I've been fully natural again for almost 5 years or 4 years. I can't think off the top of my head now, but about 4 or 5 years. And in those 4 or 5 years, I think I've only straightened or applied heat to my hair about maximum 5 times. And I would definitely say that has helped me with retaining length. Initially, when I first started the hair journey, I was blow drying my hair every single week because I wasn't used to the shrinkage. So I just wanted to remind myself that yeah, I still have hair and I wasn't bald. And then, but I noticed that I was losing so much hair. So like I was seeing so much hair on the floor, and I just decided to try, like, you know, let's see what life would be like without, you know, dealing with the texture of my hair. So in that sense, manipulating the texture of my hair by blow drying it out, or you know, just applying heat to it. And then that also helped me to get used to my curl pattern, and just helped me to embrace my curl pattern more, and just, you know, come to terms with my curl pattern, because there's nothing I can do to, you know, naturally change my curl pattern. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys to try and limit the amount of heat you put on your hair. And honestly, that does come with you accepting your hair texture and learning to deal with your hair texture. So it's a work in progress, but you know, try, and you know, you will definitely see an increase in the length of your hair, because you're not breaking off as much hair and you're able to retain the length that is on your hair based on previous tips that we've, you know, gained length from. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I definitely didn't do the video in 10 minutes, so this video is going to be like 12 minutes long, but I hope this video will be helpful to you guys. Trust me, if it was helpful to me, like, I am not special, we're all children of God, and if it worked for me, it can work for you too, if you put your mind to it. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you liked about the video. Let me know if you apply any of these tips to your natural hair journey, or just let me know how your natural hair journey is going, because you know, even though my hair is growing long, I still need tips, you know, because like, I'm not the master of all natural hair issues. I'm doing my best. Okay, I'm doing my best. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave me a thumbs up as well, and if you really enjoyed the video, feel free to share the video as well, so that other people can learn from the video and we can all have long, luscious, natural hair. Because you know, they lied when they said black girls cannot grow long natural hair. Okay, don't let anybody tell you that because you're black you can't grow long natural hair. That's the lie of the devil. Okay, that's a lie, and don't believe them when they tell you that. Okay, let me stop messing around here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Coming or what? Alright. Won't you pull up?